Hey guys, my name is Aijalon Wallace. I make videos about recruitment, entrepreneurship, and traveling. Today we're going to talk about how to start a recruitment and staffing company for truck drivers. Okay, so truck drivers are the most in demand right now, and I know a lot of people are looking at starting a truck driver recruitment and staffing agency because it's so hard to find truck drivers nowadays. And I want to talk about some strategies on how you can get started with your recruitment and staffing agency. By the way, I offer an online course that teaches you how to start a recruitment and staffing agency. I have links down below. I also offer a free training about recruitment and a free ebook that you can read to learn a little bit more about the industry. So let's jump straight into it. So right now the demand is even higher for more truck drivers. So what do you do when you're trying to get your agency up and running? So first thing you're gonna need, of course, you wanna go get your LLC or your S Corp. You wanna go legalize your business. You wanna go open up a business account at a bank. Try to go to a bank that supports small business owners just in case you may need some future loans some loans or something in the future. I'm not saying that you need any right now, but go to a bank that's for small business owners because you're going to want to build a relationship with that bank most importantly. You want to make sure that you increase your online presence. You want to start getting out there. You want to get out on Facebook. You want to get on Instagram as well. And you definitely want to have a LinkedIn profile just for professional reasons. And most importantly, you want to have a website. If you are starting a truck driving recruitment and staffing agency, make sure your website looks like a recruitment and staffing company for truck drivers. Put a truck on there, okay? That's simple, plain and simple. But you want to make sure your online presence is great, most importantly. Second, you want to start building your pipeline, but you most importantly want to pick your state. You're going to possibly work in multiple states. So I should say this, if you are working in a permanent space, also for staffing as well, from my knowledge, you do not need license when it comes to truck drivers to recruit for them. That's only within the healthcare field, but for permanent positions, you definitely do not need any type of licenses or insurance. Now for staffing, I teach people how to do staffing by using a payroll or back office company to get you up and started. So they would have all the licenses or insurance that you're gonna need to help you go over and beyond. So if I was in your situation and I was starting out my agency, I would start building out my pipeline and I would make a business development list of potentially 50 companies that I would like to work with, okay? Now, I probably would start off where, I would start off in, going around to truck driving schools because the demand of truck drivers is so low right now. We need to try to get these truck drivers when they're about to graduate. So I would start going around building relationships with some of these schools, letting them know who you are, about your agency and about your business, and letting them know like, hey, send me over your top 10 people, your top 20, or start sending them over to me. Send me over their resumes when they're about to finish, anybody you recommend, and you can start offering a referral fee to some of these schools or to some of the teachers as well. You can do like $1,000 referral if I help that person get hired. So that's usually what I do sometimes when I'm working on helping people get jobs. I offer like $1,000 referral bonus once I get the person a job, and it's a win-win at the end of the day. But you want to start building out your pipeline. You also want to start talking to the market. The more truck drivers you're talking to, the more opportunities you're able to find out, what's out there on the market and what's in demand at the end of the day. So you're able to see, okay, who's hiring. Why did you quit here? Is this a good company? Is this a bad company? Because sometimes some truck drivers don't stay at their companies long enough, and usually if it has a bad reputation, you do not want to be working with clients like that at the end of the day, okay? Now when it comes to sourcing, so this is you going out there and trying to find candidates on the market. Truck drivers do not use LinkedIn. A lot of them don't use Facebook. So you have to ask yourself, okay, how do I find my audience? How do I find my niche? So one is going to be through word of mouth. Every time you talk to a truck driver, you should be asking them, hey, write me down 5 names of 5 other truck drivers that you know, okay? And you want to be always asking for word of mouth and always be letting them know that you're offering a referral bonus. Everybody wants to make money at the end of the day, so you want to always put out there, hey, I'm offering $1,000, $2,000, referral bonus if you are able to refer over some truck drivers to me. Second, of course, you want to make sure you go into these schools. You want to make sure you're hanging flyers and posters. You're putting your numbers. You're leaving your numbers there. You're networking with people. Even for truck driver events, you want to make sure you're attending those. Sometimes you can find truck driver meetups on meetup.com. You can find groups as well. Another website, of course, is going to be Craigslist and potentially Indeed and Monster, where you may get even more lucky to find more truck drivers. You're not going to find them on LinkedIn, as most are not that technically savvy or not that social with social media these days. So you're going to have more luck on Indeed or Monster, Craigslist, and sometimes a few free job boards, but your best way is going to be through word of mouth, of course, at the end of the day. Now, in the trucking game, you're probably asking yourself, what type of fees do I charge, AJ, in this industry? I say if you're working on permanent roles, you should be anywhere in that 10 to 15% range, depending on the type of deal that you work out with that trucking company. Now, sometimes, if a trucking company has 100 jobs, what I like to do is present a low fee, high volume situation. So I may charge the client anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 per hire, just because it's like over 100 or 50 jobs. You know what I mean? So if it's an opportunity for high volume there, you're still gonna end up making more money, and you're going to be in business longer. I'm thinking more longevity. Like, how can I have this client for the rest of the year, and how can I consistently keep making money and not be put in a situation where I have to go back and work for somebody else? So that's why it's important that you want to try to build that longevity, and most importantly, you want to build exclusivity. You want to make sure that this client is not working with any other recruiters or staffing agencies if you work out a deal at that low term, when it comes to those rates and everything. Now, I do have contracts and things like that, of course, and you just also want to make sure, when you are interviewing truck drivers, most companies have a 12-month rule. So if they apply to an organization within the last 12 months of you presenting them, you cannot represent them. So you always want to qualify them and say, hey, have you applied to ABC Trucking Company within the last 12 months? They may say yes, and they may say no. But always be curious as well when you're interviewing these truck drivers why they're looking for other jobs. Some may say more money, some may start talking bad about the hiring manager, and what you must understand that in the recruitment game, we offer a guarantee period. So if you're hiring somebody who's a job hopper, who's whining, or who's not a good employee, you're probably gonna, be wasting your time, if I can be honest, and you're gonna be put in a situation where you're gonna have to offer a free replacement or potentially give the client their money back. So you want to make sure, that you're taking advantage of the game as much as possible, and you want to make sure you're hiring good people. If you're hiring good people, you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about the reservation, or you don't have to worry about them leaving their job. Most importantly, when you're hiring good people, it's opportunity for them to move up in the ranks. It's also good to hire managers for trucking companies, because those are the best opportunities for you to have consistency and longevity with your business. The longer the more you're trying to grow your trucking business. But you have to get yourself out here. You have to, and sometimes, I would, when I first started out, I would drive up to trucking companies to let them know who I was. And yes, there are recruiters at these companies, but they struggle to find candidates. Sometimes you'll be surprised. Most HR people do not go out and headhunt or source. They just post job ads. What we do is actually go find the people and present them to the client. So the opportunities are there, especially. So listen, if you're looking to grow your business, you're looking to start a business, my advice is just to get started, take action. I offer a free training below. And I do offer a course if you are looking to get started. But the trucking business is going to continue to boom. There's a lot of opportunities in so many different states right now, especially with everything going on. Just think about, when the pandemic happened last year, the demand for truck drivers was so high because we needed more people, when we had this food rush or this food panic, everyone was just buying everything up. We needed more deliveries. We needed more truck drivers, and that was opportunity. But, the reason I'm making this video is for people who are looking to start their agency is to be prepared for when the next opportunity comes. This is not going to be the last pandemic. There's going to be a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of money to make in this industry. Most importantly, being a recruitment agency owner gives you freedom, and it gives you the freedom to travel and work from anywhere in the world. This is a laptop lifestyle. It's good money, and you have control of your life. And once you start growing, the great thing about having a recruitment or staffing business for truck drivers is that it's usually a high volume industry. So once you start growing, you can start building out your team using virtual assistants, where you can pay them $3, $5 an hour, and you can start teaching them how to source, how to find clients for you, and now it's just rolling in, consistently. Listen, if you like this channel, you like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below if you have any questions. Let me know if you love my content or not. Listen, I can't wait to hear from you guys soon. Thanks again.